Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Holloway Credit Solutions from their credit report, and in many cases without paying their debt at all. So if that applies to you, or if that is somebody that you know, I encourage you to watch this video all the way through, because by the end of it, you're going to know exactly what the next best step is to take. I want to start by saying that this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action now. You know, for example, if you know or believe that Holloway Credit Solutions or really any of the accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or many major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. Just give us a call today. Our number will be in the description, so you can find that easily. But what I want to do in today's video is I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Holloway Credit Solutions? I put this one at the top of the list because we have a lot of callers that are terrified this could happen. And it makes sense. You know, few people are actually taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And fortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You know, you could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time for that. So who is Holloway Credit Solutions, and why are they showing up on your credit report? So they're what's referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency. And what they do is they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount. So here's an example. Imagine that you have, for whatever reason, an unpaid card with Capital One, and it's $1,000. Holloway Credit Solutions could, in theory, come along and buy that debt, maybe for just $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, giving them a 10x return on their investment. So, yeah, I mean, these companies can make a lot of money. Damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, what many people don't know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of time, paying isn't in your best interest, and really could just be a waste of money. Now, in rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score. So that's something to keep in mind. But in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters. They may call a lot. They may call your family members and colleagues. And I should say too, if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you again may be owed a lawsuit. So that's another case that you want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. So next question is, should you negotiate a settlement with Holloway Credit Solutions? So this is kind of an interesting question, because I always say settling your debt with Holloway Credit Solutions depends on your goal. So typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option, right? Because like I mentioned before, even if you pay that collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score the whole time. So there's that. Instead, what we always recommend is that you work with an expert like us to review these accounts. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts can be removed. This is a win-win, right? You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score. And the negative account gets removed from your report. Perfect. Which leads right into the next question. How do you remove Holloway Credit Solutions from your credit report? And it works like this. So the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. All right. Now, I will say that the knowledge required to do this is more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but just be prepared. You know, you may be spending weeks or months learning how to do it properly. However, if you'd like to hire a professional to handle it for you and ensure that it's done properly the first time and save the extra time, we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with Holloway Credit Solution accounts many times, and they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them. We'd be happy to take care of it for you as well if you prefer. How can you get Holloway Credit Solutions to stop calling you? This is a big one. And like I mentioned, even if Holloway Credit Solutions will be calling you, it's their attempt to collect the debt they purchased, which just means that the only reason that they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. So that's an option. Will Holloway Credit Solutions try suing or garnishing my wages? So this is another scary thought, right? So Holloway Credit Solutions suing is actually very unlikely. I'll be honest, it can happen, and it does happen, but in our experience, it's rare. And that's because there are just a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win. It's a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect at all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Holloway Credit Solutions? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Holloway Credit Solutions has purchased. Know that, all right? Holloway Credit Solutions is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, also called the FDCPA. And as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. These acts can seem complicated, I get it. But really know this. They provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use them properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, that's not a problem. Give us a call today. We can discuss your options. You'll see our number in the description, and we're here to help. So we look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.